What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to our Sunderland preview here on Anfield Agenda. Yes, believe it or not, it is already that time. The Reds travel up to the Stadium of Light. It's a slightly later than normal kickoff time of 8:15 on Wednesday, which means we'll be live here for a watch along from 7 p.m. where I hope you can join us. As usual, we'll take you through the game, match reaction, player ratings videos, and everything else that you would expect from us here on a match day. Before I get stuck into it though, ladies and gentlemen, I want to let you guys know about our giveaway. As promised, we will be giving away one signed item every month throughout 2026 with thanks to our incredible friends at the Collector's Corner. This month, we're giving away a signed Jurgen Klopp frame shirt completely free. Scan the QR code below or use the link in the description for further details. And don't worry, if you don't win, but have a look on the collectorscorner.co.uk website and see something you fancy, you can still treat yourself to 20% off. That's 20% off with our code Anfield Agenda 1 that you can see in the bottom corner of your screen. Right, folks, there is a lot to get through. Let's start talking about injuries and, well, players who are missing for the game. Dominic Szoboszlai, unfortunately, is going to be suspended, having picked up the red card. It is just a one-game suspension, but that rules him out of this one. On top of that, we know we've got no Jeremy Frimpong, no Connor Bradley, no Giovanni Leone. We know there's no Alexander Isak. So things aren't great from a defensive perspective for the Reds. But we got to make do and roll with the punches. So over the course of this video, I'm going to go through and give you my predicted 11. We're going to give you a fact file on our opponents as well as their recent form. But to start off, let's have a little look at the match officials for this one. So as you can see, it is an 8:15 p.m. kickoff, ladies and gentlemen, on Wednesday. It is at the Stadium of Light up in Sunderland. Your referee for this one, Mr. Chris Kavanagh. Assistants, Dan Cook and Mark Perry. Fourth official, Thomas Bramall. VAR official for this one is Darren England, and he has been backed up as assistant VAR by Craig Taylor. Sunderland are winless in their last 11 Premier League games against Liverpool, drawing 5 and losing 6 since a 1-0 home win in March 2012. Thanks to a Nicholas Bentner strike. Wow, Nicholas Bentner. There's a blast from the past. All three of Liverpool's Premier League defeats to Sunderland have come away from home, though they are unbeaten in their last 5 visits to the Stadium of Light, winning 3 and drawing 2. Sunderland have scored just 19 goals in 33 Premier League meetings with Liverpool, averaging just 0.6 goals per game, and hopefully that low tally continues. Head-to-head wise, Premier League 25-26, it was Liverpool 1, Sunderland 1 at Anfield. I'm sure you're well aware of that one, I certainly remember it. Premier League 16-17, Liverpool went to the Stadium of Light and drew 2-2. It was 2-0 in the reverse fixture at Anfield. Sunderland's recent form coming into this one, in the Premier League they were beaten 3-0 by Arsenal. Then in the Premier League they beat Burnley by 3-0. Also in the Premier League, West Ham 3, Sunderland 1, Sunderland 2, Crystal Palace 1, and in the FA Cup it was Everton 1, Sunderland 1, with Sunderland going through on penalty kicks. Look, I think it's fair to say Sunderland have been a breath of fresh air to the Premier League this year. Most clubs when they come up will automatically go back down. It's been a fact for quite a while now in the Premier League that it's very rare to see clubs staying up. And Sunderland, well, they've broken the mould thanks to their fantastic home form, which means this game is no gimme by any stretch of the imagination. So here's the 11 that I've chosen to take to the field. Let me know if you agree or disagree with these selections. Starting off with the goalkeeper and the centre-backs. As you can see, Alisson, Konate and Virgil van Dijk. No real surprises there because, well, they're the only options really available to us, particularly at centre-back. Something that's come up in conversation in a lot of our watch-alongs lately has anybody noticed some drop-off in Alisson? Now, this man has as much credit in the bank as anybody else, but a couple of people are starting to see a few little mental frailties maybe creep in that they haven't seen from Alisson in the past. So let me know your thoughts on that in the comments. In the full-back positions, well, this is what I've gone for, ladies and gents. I've brought in Endo at right-back. Hear me out, there is a reason for it. And on the left side, I've gone for Milos Kerkez. The way I seen this, I had 3 options. I could tram in I could put in, Curtis Jones at right back. Joe Gomez isn't available, or it was Wataru Endo. Now, I could use Calvin Ramsey, but the idea of Arna using Calvin Ramsey is probably just a waste of my breath and yours. So I think, bearing in mind what I've done further up the pitch, this back 5 makes sense. So Alisson Becker, Endo, Konate, Van Dijk and Kirkes. Now, Robertson, of course, maybe could play as an inverted fullback on the opposite side, but I just think this is the lesser of two evils, if you want to use that expression. We are really stuck at right back, and I didn't want to shoehorn Curtis Jones in there, and I wanted to give Endo a little bit of game time as well. So that's my back five. Into midfield, I've gone for Ryan Gravenberch, Curtis Jones and Florian Wirtz, which means, as you can see, yes, I have left out Alexis McAllister because I don't think he's been very good this season. It's not that deep, but genuinely I don't think he's been as good as he can be. Excuse me, I'm still getting over a bit of a cold, so you'll have to excuse me there while I just cleared my throat. So that is my midfield, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan Gravenberch, Curtis Jones and Florian Wirtz in the centre of the park. Now, let's go into the wider positions and see if you're still with me. So, here's what I've gone for. Fede on the left-hand side and Mohamed Salah on the right-hand side. Again, I know this is a bit of a leap of faith because the idea of Arna picking Federico Chiesa to start on the left-hand side is, well, slim to none. But this is a side that I think would be freshened up, a side I think would be eager to impress the manager, and a side that I think could get the job done. That's why I've put Federico Chiesa on the left, because Cody Gakpo hasn't been pulling up any trees lately. We know the manager has trust in him, and I absolutely have no problem with that. I just think we need something a little bit different, something maybe a little bit more creative on that side of the park. So I've gone for Federico Chiesa over there. Salah, of course, on the right-hand side. And again, I'm not trying to say that Mohamed Salah has been anywhere near his best form this season. He hasn't been, but we only have so many players as well. I mean, if you were to look at the bench from the last game, you would see that there aren't many options there. So the idea that we're going to see Rio Ngamoa or something starting, I just find it unlikely, which is why I haven't included him in my 11. I tried to keep it somewhat realistic, although I do know Federico Chiesa on the left there is me pushing the boat out a little bit. So that only remains with one position to be filled, and that is, of course, through the centre. And for that one, of course, I have gone for Mr. Hugo Ekitike, who I am backing to get back to goal scoring ways in this one. I've loved Hugo this season, as I'm sure you have as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is my 11 that I think should take to the field to take on Sunderland. Alisson in goal, Endo at right back, Kirk is at left back with Canade and Virgil van Dijk in the centre back positions. A midfield of Ryan Gravenberch, Curtis Jones and Florian Wirtz. Then Federico Chiesa on the left, Salah on the right, and Hugo Ekitike through the middle. Now, if you have a different team or you think it could be set up a different way, please, by all means, feel free to let me know in the comment section. This is me having a stab at it as best as I can, of course, with the injuries and the concerns that we have. We need to win this game. It is pivotal. So with that in mind, what score have I gone for here? Honestly, I went back and forth with this one a few times. Start flirting with a 1-1 draw. Then I was thinking about a 2-1 away win for Liverpool. Never really crossed my mind that we'd lose the game. No disrespect to Sunderland. I just am expecting a response from Liverpool after the Manchester City defeat. So after weighing it all up, this is what I've come to the conclusion for. Liverpool to win the game, a crazy game by 3-2. As always, I don't think it's going to be straightforward, but I do think we get over the line and get the job done. So that is my predicted 11, and my score prediction is for Liverpool to beat Sunderland by 3-2. Now it's over to you. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section. And again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch. We really appreciate it. Much love.